Hi guys, it's Sophie. So this is another day of watching Sophie doing very little. I have ended up deciding that I am not going to go cycling today because I thought the literature festival started a day earlier than it does, so it actually starts tomorrow, so that's fine. I'm going to be studying all day today in that case. So I have set myself up in the conservatory with my laptop and my books and the garden to look at. I'm going to open the windows up in a sec, and then I borrowed my brother's speakers, so I'm going to have some music on as well. But before I do that, I need to go make myself a cup of tea, so I thought I'd take you with me and we'd have a bit of a chat whilst I do some tea. Yeah, so basically I had assumed wrongly that it started immediately after the bank holiday. It doesn't, it starts on the last day of May, so I will be able to catch it before I go, which is great because I really wanted to go and do that that bike ride, but it means I have a day today, which is actually better because today is the worst of the 2 days otherwise. You can maybe kind of tell that it's kind of cloudy out. It's not dark and rainy by any stretch, but yeah, it's not as nice as it will be supposedly tomorrow. So yeah, so basically I think it's all worked out fairly well. So I'm just going to get a cup of tea. I think I might get some avocado toast as well. Should we hang around while I get some avocado toast? There it is. There it is. Yeah, so I think it should be a good day. I'm really looking forward to doing some studying actually, just because I hadn't really had a chance to do anything for the last couple of days, and it was one of the things I really wanted to do like in this week off. So yeah, it should be good. I think I'm just gonna have one slice. And if I could get like even it started, that would be really great because I've got, even when I go home, so I'm going back to my normal house on Thursday morning because I have to go to a doctor's appointment, and then I'm saying goodbye to a friend on Friday, so I'm going to stay over there once I have gone home basically. But I think if I've started my essay, I'm so much more likely to crack on and keep going with it than I am if, oh there's no pepper, than I am if I've got to start it all over again, and I'll feel a bit kind of like, oh well, it's the last few days of my holiday. Whereas I think if I've started it, I'll just think, do you know what, I can probably finish it. So yeah, that's my plan. I will chat back to you guys in a second once I've had some breakfast. Bye. So it's now just gone 11 o'clock. And I have got started. I have now set out my draft piece, and I've written the aims and objectives section, so it's now officially begun, which always is a big step for me. Like once I've started writing something, I feel really compelled to finish it, and I actually don't think it's going to take too long. There's a bit of work I need to do like on the secondary research topics, but I think it should be okay in the whole. I'm going to kind of jump around a little bit and just see what I fancy. I've got another cup of tea with me to keep me going, and I'm going to go for another hour I think, and then I'm going to have a bit of a break and just chill out and maybe read one of Orwell's essays I think. But yeah, I'll catch back with you in another hour's time and let you know how I get on. Hi guys, so I've just finished the next section. I've done the first little bit of my literature review, which is only like 300 words, but you have to choose them so carefully. It's taken like an hour and a half. So yeah, that's good. I'm getting on with it. It's getting a bit dark and rainy now. Like it's not properly raining, but it's just a bit kind of overcast. And I'm not sure whether my stepdad and I might go to the garden centre later on. He's doing some work in the greenhouse at the moment. But I think I'd really like to go get some plants. I think he'd like to come with me. So we might be doing that later. I might be able to show you a little bit of that. But yeah, I'm making quite good progress. I'm quite happy that it's getting started and getting done, and with studying I always feel like every little bit that I've done, even if it feels like I've hardly done anything, it's something I don't have to ever do again, if that makes sense. Like every minute you put in counts for something. So yeah, I've still got a fair amount to do. There's 2,400 words in there already, even though I've only written 600 good words today, but most of it's like planning and stuff, which always makes it a lot easier. And I think once I've got the secondary literature review out of the way, a lot of it is going to be quite easy because the data collection side of it I'm really comfortable with. It's just the referring it and the sort of report writing that's new for me. So yeah, I will let you know how I get on later, and maybe we'll be taking you to the garden centre. We'll see. we've just been to the garden centre. I didn't vlog there because it was a fairly quick trip, but I got a couple of little things that I thought I'd show you that are going to go in my like rockery at home. So the first thing I have will look like that. That's just going to go in a pot, little bucket thing I have. And then I've got 3 like perennial little alpine flower things. Let's see if that focuses. There we go. And they're all going to live, one's white, one's red and one's purple, and they're going to live back over with the others. There's the potatoes I grew too, look at my little potatoes. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I bought a little other thing as well, and I'm going to play with that for a minute or two and then I'm going to study again. The other one is an indoor plant, and I've been looking for one of these for ages, and I'm really glad to have found one. It looks a bit sorry for itself though. So it's one of those like hanging ones. I'm going to hang it from one of my bookcases. I haven't decided which one yet, but you can tell it just needs a little bit of love. It's just been a little bit neglected, and it's a little bit pale, so I think I'm probably just going to cut back some of the bits that look a little bit more dead, and hopefully give it a bit of a chance to start again. I'm going to give it a good water, sit it outside for a bit in the sun. So yeah, that's what I'm going to get up to in a second. I might show you a little bit of that as well actually. So I'm just trying to thin it out a little bit really, and give it a bit of a better shot. Showing out some new little leaves, because it's quite a heavy plant at the top really. I think I can probably strip back a few of these that are sort of dying off, and just give it a chance to grow some more really, give it a bit more energy I guess. So you can probably see I'm just thinning it right out really. I'm trying if I can to cut bits that are leaving it with little growths if it does have some. Just to try and make it a little bit neater, but you're just trying to give it a bit more space. I'm pretty sure with these ones they grow like from the top down, if that makes sense. So they start out with little shoots down here and then they go all the way down to these bigger ones. I'm nearly done now though. Right, I think that's that one tidied up a bit. I think it looks good. There's drainage on the bottom of here. Can't tell. I'm gonna just give it a quick water, and we'll see how we get on with it. I'll probably give you an update at the end of the week. Alright, bye! Hi guys, so the weather has gone back to somewhat nice again, and I just wanted to have a little walk, and I thought I'd show you my village as well because I didn't really show you that last time. So they're all kind of little thatched affairs. I'm just going to wander up this way first. Ooh, white van man. I'll show you the farm if there's any cows in. So that's the old farmhouse. But yeah, just going to have a bit of a wander really. There are some quite dark storm clouds sort of gathering, so it's not going to be a massively long walk I don't think, probably just like half an hour or so. Again, like, it's all very sweet, isn't it? Let's see if any of them are in. Nothing in there. There's a tractor for you. They might be milking actually. I don't know, we'll have a look around to see if I can find you some cows. I feel like you'd like cows. Oh, there they are. Yeah, there you go, they're milking. Hello ladies. There you go. So there'll be, this shed here is a milking shed. You can hear the farmers in there actually. Yeah, and then a couple of newer builds up here. But yeah, so they'll all go through there and then, there you go. They'll pop them in the back of the fields in a bit. So we might be able to see them coming out the back if we go around the other side. And that is the other big farmhouse. There's the rest of the farm just up there. It's just a dairy farm. That's kind of village farm, and again some newer builds. And and then get some more ones up here, but I'll just show you. There you go. It's a rather beautiful old farmhouse, isn't it? Yeah, we'll have a chat in a minute when we get just around to the corner. So we're just coming up to the end of the village, a couple more houses here. Here is the bus stop. Used to be the way I got to civilization. You just got to stand there, and once every blue moon there'll be a bus that comes by and picks you up. I do like all these houses. I think if I lived like in the countryside when I am a proper grown up rather than a halfway grown up like I am now, I wouldn't mind one of them. I wouldn't mind one of them at all. Yeah, so we're going to go up over the fields, back round, kind of a similar route to where we went before. Well, kind of similar. We'll do half of it, it'll be pretty similar. We're just going to pop up through this field up here, and I'll see if I can see the cows for you. We probably will. Anyway, I will catch up with you guys in a few minutes time when we're at the top of this hill, and I should hopefully I can see the buggers just there. So hopefully I'll be able to show you the cows when we get to the top. I don't know, I think it's kind of cute. Dog scene. Told you I could spy them. There they are. Yeah, so let's come down a bit closer. Look at them all, they're so curious. Cows are really curious animals. People get really scared of cows just because they're so big. They just want to know what's going on. They're mostly pretty dopey. Just don't get in the way of them and their calves, and don't jump in on any bulls, and you're pretty much going to be fine. But yeah, lovely ladies. So we've just come over the top of the hill now. Just going to go across this field here, but I just thought I'd show you around. And we've just come up here through the back. And the hills, the woods we were going to go to the other day, are those ones just there. Can you see those? But now we're going to go just around the edge of the field here, and I'll show you the view of the village from there as well. So that little place just there, nestled into that hill, that is where I grew up. And you can kind of see from that like how rural my life was. Yeah, so I lived there for all of my life, pretty much, until I went to university. Up here is one of my favourite places in the world. Down there and that ridge is the lakes and then the woods. Over that way goes back to the nearest village next to mine. That way's home. That way is broadly kind of civilization to me. And that way's to my grandparents. I just love how still it is. And I think the view is beautiful. I love that view. I'm going to go over to the fence and show you properly. It's all just little country lanes. But my granddad always says that you can tell someone who's from here and someone who isn't by how they react to there being grass that just grows down the middle of the road. There's a slightly derogatory term that's used for people who like move here, who haven't lived here their whole lives, or people who holiday here, and it's grockle. It basically means like tourist, or kind of like casual, I guess. But yeah, it means you aren't country. And you'll hear that like thrown around, even with people who've lived here for like 30 years. You don't really get to move to Somerset and not be that, if that makes sense. Like you're born here and you're from Somerset, or you're a grockle, no matter how long you've been hanging around there for. So I'm just going to say goodbye now. I have had a really lovely day. It's not over yet, it's only 5:30, but I filmed loads, so I think it's going to be way too long if I film my evening's reading as well. I'm probably going to read the Orwell tonight, and maybe a little bit of Deceit and Self-Deception, but we'll see how we get on. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for my fingers crossed bike ride and bookshop day. Alright, bye bye.